What up? I'm Chikas Man. Welcome back to Only Talks. I'm here with my co-host yet again, Alex. What up?
What's up, guys? Welcome to Only Talks yet again. We got sponsored by Monster, 2 different colors. No, I'm just kidding.
No sugar.
No sugar. It's good, right? It's good. Yeah. And today we got a special guest.
Yes, what a special day.
Kristi on here. Say hi.
Hi, everybody. I'm Kristi.
Oh, and she has tarot. Is that how much?
Yeah, it's tarot cards and oracle cards.
All right. So she just read our cards, both of ours, and she nailed it. I felt like it was on it, at least for me. For you?
Yeah, no, I could definitely resonate with it.
Good. I'm glad. I'm here to just help people spread my love around. This is the Moon and Stars Tarot cards by Jane Wallace. It says delve into the universe for insight and wisdom. So this is these are the deck that I use. This is the deck that I started out with. Actually, it just came to me. I don't even really, you know what? Things happen in mysterious ways. But God sent this deck to me, and it's really for insight, intuition, and like helping you to navigate these feelings and the everyday life that you live. It helps you navigate things. So like even like when I was coming to do this, I was really nervous, and I'm like, okay, God, give me a message on here. You know, I laid out all the cards, and I'm like, okay, strength card. You know, I got the strength card, and it's like, you can conquer anything you need. Then that gave me the push, like, okay, like, you know what, I can do this. Like, it was scary. It was a scary thing. I've never been in the spotlight before. Yeah. So this deck is for insight, wisdom, intuition. And by doing that, when you're doing that, it's letting your energy go into the cards.
Oh, okay. And then you said I could shuffle them as well,
Yep,
right?
you could shuffle them and then just break them into piles and just...
Okay. So 3, right?
Yep, 3 or 4. And then just go ahead and just put them each back however you want. Just a different random... Yep. There you go.
Ooh.
All right, so since you did it like that, and he said to do it this way. So past, present, future. So for your past is karma. It's your karma card. It says, positive change is on its way. The wheel is moving. Change is inevitable, and fate is on your side. You are blessed with the luck of the magic of the universe, stars, and moon. Everything will begin to improve. Work, home life, relationships, finances, and career, as positive change is coming. And this card brings growth and movement through opportunities. Psychic connections will become stronger. This card can also represent the end of a run of bad misfortune. That is your past.
Okay.
Immediate present is the star card. I love the star card. This card, the star, is a yes card to questions asked. Reflect on your dreams. The card indicates wishes coming true through the cosmic communication between you and the stars. It also asks you to look deeply into your self-care routine, as it can bring healing and rejuvenation. This card encourages you to listen to your intuition as you travel the journey of love of self and love of spirit. Be creative in everything you do and follow your heart to help gain inspiration. Let your intuition guide you toward a path of healing and creativity. Moon magic affirmation. I am ready to realize my potential. So that's something you could say in your head or out loud. I am ready to realize my potential.
Okay, and this is present, right?
Present.
Okay.
And if you follow this advice with self-care routine, it brings healing and rejuvenation, and it encourages you to listen to your intuition as you travel the journey of love of self and love of spirit. Be creative in everything that you do and follow your heart to gain inspiration. You follow this, then the world card. This is one of the best cards. It's completion. It's the best. It's the last card. Okay. So it's the 22nd card. This card signifies the completion of your work, and rewards are due for your efforts. The world has wrapped up all of the karma of the past events and brings it to an ending with success. You will enter a new phase of your life journey with new and exciting opportunities coming your way. This card is associated with freedom, celebration, clarity, and spiritual growth within work, relationships, and home life. Enjoy your achievements and rewards and look ahead to your next goal. It's time for new and exciting beginnings. Moon Magic Affirmation, you could either say inside your head or out loud. My cycle is now complete. I take pride in and I am thankful for what I have achieved. So if you follow this, then the world, you get your completion.
Wow.
Yes, rewards are due for your efforts as long as you look into your self-care routine and you focus on your,
Actually makes sense, It's crazy.
it does. It actually works,
Yeah. Because I could relate to every single one you just said right there. I could relate to it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
and it just blows your mind because it's like they're just cards, but they could mean something to you.
They take your energy in,
Yeah.
and you can feel it if you touch them. You know how they feel like. It's like you can feel the energy.
Wow.
Well, I'm glad that it resonated.
I sure
knew
did.
it would, but I'm glad that it
I
did.
even felt it. I was like, holy smokes. Like I felt it like right in my chest. Like
So, and that's a positive. It's positive. You're right now, the present opportunities, coming your way. The psychic growth, not just psychic growth, but your career growth, once you follow that, everything comes into completion. What does it say? Enjoy your achievements and rewards and look ahead to your next goal. It's time for new and exciting beginnings. That's amazing.
Yeah.
The Star card. Let your intuition guide you toward a path of healing and creativity. I am ready to realize my potential. Are you ready to realize your potential?
Yeah.
Okay. Because as long as you do that, then this comes. It comes with it. It comes with the faith. So you have to have faith, It's so easy to put out cards and look at a bunch of little pictures and read from a book. It's so easy for that to happen. But for you to actually listen and for you to have faith that it'll happen, that's where it comes in.
Okay.
You don't get the world card, the 10 of cups, which is in this deck, but you don't get the world card and you don't get the feeling of completion and that feeling of rewards and that feeling of achievement without faith. Faith is what you need. And a lot of us, we lose touch with faith. Like we have all lost touch with that side of ourselves. Like you can say, oh yeah, my guardian angels got me, oh yeah, God got me, but do you have that open connection with God? Are you sitting here saying, thank you, God, thank you for this blessing, thank you for this house that I have, thank you for this podcast that's going on, like thank you for my best friend and me having this relationship, and not only that, but having this like just traveling this journey together. Like that's something that you got to thank God for. You did it, yes, but it wouldn't have happened without God.
Yeah.
Faith is the main thing, and we as our generations and as humans, we're so egotistical. We think we deserve everything. We think that, okay, like I deserve this. No, we don't deserve it. We need to work for it. That's work, which you guys are doing,
Yeah.
When you work, you have faith, this is what comes from it. The world card, completion, achievement.
Wow. That's powerful. Like it is. It is. Holy smokes.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's really beautiful when you look at it from this point of view, It's not dark and scary and mysterious like everybody always thinks. You know what I mean? It's really a beautiful thing when you're tapping into your intuition. That intuition, everybody clouts that intuition. You clout that intuition with alcohol, drugs, the food you eat, that clouts the intuition. There's certain colored foods that you can eat in order to have intuition. Do you know? That's
I didn't even know about that.
Purple foods. And it correlates to your crown chakra. Crown chakra is like, eating eggplant, eating purple grapes, eating, anything that's purple and incorporating that into your diet. That helps you with your intuition and knowing, like, that little voice in your head. We quiet that voice when we're eating fast food and when we're not cooking every day and when we're just so on Facebook scrolling every day. You don't get any quiet time.
Yeah.
You really cloud that intuition. You need to have that time in nature, walks for your dogs, stuff like that. Really be the creative stuff. Like, this is creative. What you guys are doing is amazing. It's really cool. And
Thank
it's
you.
creative. So, like, just stick to it and you'll get your completion.
All right. Well, thank you.
Yes,
That
of
makes me happy. Yeah. You ready, Myron?
Yeah.
Okay, so then this is the Talking to Heaven deck by James Van Praagh. James Van Praagh I have like this emotional connection to him, and he doesn't even know my name. But he is a medium, psychic medium, and I've read a lot of his books, and he connects to the other side, loved ones on the other side. This deck is an oracle deck. So it comes just like that one. It has all of these messages from your past over loved one. I don't need to know who you're reaching out to unless you do want to say the name. It's for you. So it resonates with you. You know, you think about the person that you're reaching out to. It's a very emotional thing. Then I pull if you just want to think about that person, I'll pull the same thing. Advice that this person has for you. Past, future, and then present.
Okay.
I mean, no, past, present, and then future.
Okay.
And then same thing like that. I'm gonna shuffle the deck, and then I'm gonna go ahead and let you shuffle the deck, so that it could get your energy into it.
Okay.
Sound good?
Sounds good.
And you know, weird, crazy story, right? About this deck is I went to a tarot store, and it wasn't to get this deck. It was to get another tarot deck like that, because I fell so in love with these decks. And something was calling out to me about this oracle deck, and I'm like, okay. I picked it up, and I even put it back down, and I picked it up, and then I put it back down, and I was like, because I was looking through all these amazing decks that there was out, and I decided when I was leaving, I put down the one that I had decided against this one, and I was gonna get another one, but I ended up putting that one down, and I got this one, right? So as I started doing readings, and I was doing them for my grandparents, or my grandpa and my aunties, my auntie pointed out, she's like, hey, look at this picture. Your dad is sitting on those stairs in his thing. And on my dad's memorial thing, like where you know how they put the angel wings and stuff, because he just passed away in August, and he was on this picture. This was the picture that he was on. And I was like, okay, well, that shows something.
Yeah.
Like, this deck called to me for a reason.
Cool.
Crazy little side story.
I'm excited.
Go ahead. You go ahead and you.
And I need to think of one person.
Yep. Think of one person. You could think of God. You can think of whoever you've lost that you want to reach out to. Whoever.
Cool.
You could think of two. You have spirit. We have many spirit guides. You know, many of them.
Sorry, I don't know how to shuffle.
You can put them in. You can put them in like different piles and different piles on top of each other, if that makes it easier.
Yeah, I'll cut it a couple times.
Yeah, that's what it is. Cut it.
Yeah.
So now, since you already did it, we're gonna start like that. Past, present, future. You are never alone. I am right here with you now. I'm standing right beside you. Heaven isn't up in the sky. It's another dimension and frequency level, parallel with the earthly physical plane. Every moment of every day, you are accompanied by powerful and loving guardian angels who watch over you from their dimension. They interact with your physical experience to help you bring divine spirit into the earth plane. Without spirit, the physical world would wither, because spirit is the life force energy of everything and everyone. The angels and guides, including me, who accompany you, are your heavenly entourage of loving supporters. You, like everyone, have access to heaven's help by acknowledging and attuning to this higher dimension. Meditation, music, nature walks, creativity, and other gentle actions help you connect with us consciously. We are here. We are with you. All right, present. Life is short. It's true. And it's even shorter from my heavenly vantage point, where the entire human lifespan seems to pass more quickly than a blink of an eye. So I'm happy to be with you for the rest of your life, because I love you. and because time is in abundance here. We don't measure time as you do, because time is a figment of the physical world. On earth, it is used to compare past, present, and future. Where I am now, only the present exists for all eternity. And my love and care for you is also timeless and eternal. And then future, I will always point you in. Although I'm not God or an angel, I do have the ability to guide you. Keep in mind that I'm not all privy to the all-knowing wisdom of the universe. For that, you'd want to consult God, which you can do just by asking for help. However, I do have the benefit of all of my earthly lessons, which taught me a lot. I also have a broader perspective on your circumstances from my heavenly vantage point. So you can think of me as a trustworthy confidant whom you can turn to for advice. Please know that I'll do all I can to guide you towards what's best for you. I've learned how to get my own ego out of the way and focus upon helping you and others from a place of pure love. You'll notice the signs that I send to you through your feelings, dreams, and other reminders to think of me.
Okay.
So I guess it wasn't no advice. It was just they wanted to connect with you and give you those nice messages.
Yeah, that was nice.
And it kind of, what's crazy is that it kind of related to everything I was saying right before we started. How I was like, you can talk to God. And it said you can talk to God by just asking about him,
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing to still be able to talk to people from the other side. Even though, like, we say, oh, we have our guardian angels. Like, I have my guardian angel behind my back. Like, my grandpa passed away and I have my guardian angel. We can say that all we want. But nobody actually talks to them. And this is a very beautiful way to do it.
Yeah, that was nice. Thank you.
Of course, it resonated with you.
Yeah, for sure, especially that last one.
Good.
I
will always point you in the right direction. So make sure that, you know what, the best advice that I can give to you is to start with prayer. So what I say, how I say it is, prayer is asking for advice. Prayer is asking for things. Meditation is listening for the answer. You pray to your guides, your spirit guides, and your guardian angels and God. You pray all you want, right? But who sits down and actually listens for the answers? Who pays attention to the signs? Synchronicities, numbers. You go to the store and something is 329, and then you go to say you go do a scratch ticket, and then it's like 329, those same numbers. But since we're so unaware, distracted, exactly, that you're not realizing that that's an angel number, and all you have to do is look it up. 329 angel number, what does that mean? You know what I mean? And there's an answer to one of your prayers.
Wow.
Nice. It's not as spooky as everybody makes it seem, right?
Yeah.
And they're beautiful cards. The pictures, it's literally, the pictures always mean something too, Maybe they don't mean anything right now, but when you look back on this video and you see, and you're like, hey, you know what? Look at that time glass. They had a tattoo of that. Or, hey, they did have that thing. Or, like, hey, look, like, that's the park that they used to love being in parks. This is relatable, It's really, really beautiful.
Yeah, it is. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Of course.
What are you thinking of, Myron?
Oh, actually, yeah, just because we have a podcast, I don't mind being transparent. I was...
Oh, I'm like, okay. Wait,
oh, no, you're all right.
Good? Okay.
No, yeah. No, I was thinking of my father.
Oh.
Yeah. So
that's going to make me cry. That's so
no,
sweet.
you're all right.
That's so
just
sweet.
So everybody knows.
Aww. Well, I love it. It's like...
Cool. Go ahead. Can you tell us a little bit about background, where you're from? What got you into this?
I'm from Denver. I'm from here, Colorado. What got me into it is, honestly, like, my dad passed away in August, and I was kind of looking for that closure, that bond, because I didn't have that. And so I started reaching out through tarot. But before that, I started into meditation. So doing like meditation walks with my dog Coda Bear. Shout out to Coda. And then,
Yeah.
Shout out.
and then I was just reading a lot, and you can practice meditation in all different sorts of ways, being in nature and stuff like that. And so it just brought me closer to God, and my faith really grew. And that's really where I started with the tarot readings and the oracle readings.
And what is tarot?
Tarot, this is the deck I use. It's just reaching out to your inner self, your higher being, God, looking for insight into your life, and making getting that quick connection. We all have questions, and our life is, we have this unaware, we're unaware of what to do next.
Mm-hmm.
So I was kind of at a crossroads where I was like, okay, well, where do I go from here? I had just got out of a 10-year relationship, I'm only 27. We were together for a long time. And it was my whole childhood. So I didn't know where to go next. I didn't know what I was doing. I lost my dad right after that. So I stopped drinking, and I was just like, what the heck is going on in my life? I needed some insight. I needed some clarity. And that's where tarot came in.
And did anybody teach you how to do that, or did you just did it by yourself? Is there a way to learn how to do that stuff, or?
Okay, so everybody can do it. Anybody could do it. Tap into it. Nobody taught me.
Okay.
I am self-taught. It was a journey, an adventure. Really, you just have to get you a deck that you're familiar with and just mess with it. Just put your energy into it,
Mm-hmm.
Stay consistent. Consistency is key.
Okay. And do you know anybody else that does tarot cards as well?
No, I
anyone
don't.
like that? But have you researched certain people that have actually psychic abilities or have higher energy with that stuff?
Yes, Casey. So shout out to Casey.
Shout out,
Casey.
Casey, she has a channel on YouTube called Aquarius and Company.
Okay.
And that, I feel like I know her I feel like she's my friend. We could be friends in person, straight up. I'm Aquarius. That's my sign.
Mm-hmm.
And so she just every single reading hit. It just hit. And actually, you know what? Reverting back to, if anybody taught me, she did. Reverting back to that. And I'm not self-taught because I watch her on a basis, daily basis still till today. Today, I even watched her and she gave me advice on today, literally on how nervous I was coming into it. Casey has been a godsend, literally, and I don't say that lightly, a godsend, because she's the one who really made me go into it. Yeah.
Okay.
You mentioned that you were Aquarius. Does this tie into the zodiacs and
Yeah.
astrology?
Yes. So I am a very big astrology nerd, and so the way the moons are. Yesterday was the pink moon. I don't know if you guys noticed. So that was a full moon in Libra.
I did see that.
Yeah, it was a full moon in Libra, and so full moons bring up. So it makes you really tired because it makes you start reevaluating what is working for you, what's not working for you anymore. It makes you the different. There's a half moon, full moon, stuff like that. It just makes you reevaluate your life, what's going on in your life. Sometimes when you wake up, you're just I don't want to do this anymore. This is too much. It's the moon energy,
And yesterday was just strictly for Libras?
No.
Or
so
what is that?
So there, we all have many placements. We're not just one sign. So what's your sign?
I'm Sagittarius.
Sagittarius? And what's your sign?
I'm Taurus.
I'm a Taurus. Well, I have Taurus in my chart and I have Sagittarius in my chart. So you have multiple signs in your chart that you could resonate with. Mm-hmm. That's fiery sign. You're an earth sign. You're more down to earth. You're a fire. You're fireball.
Yeah,
that's
why are you always
yeah. So that's that really. You also have if you have a water placement, then you can also be have yours fiery, but but you can be emotional. If you have your water placement, say you have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, those are all water signs, you know? If you have a water placement, then and your emotional side, then that means that you're a little bit more sentimental, you know, stuff like that. You know, if your emotional sign is a Sagittarius and fire, then you get more worked up, aggressive, stuff like that. You know, if your emotional side is a Taurus, then you're more down to earth, then you can handle your emotions more in a grounded way.
Oh, okay, that's very interesting. And like, also, do like people that go with the dark side, do they use these as well? Like they use like the Ouija board and
yeah.
They do that?
So with the lower energies, lower negative energies, they use like what I call black magic too, and that is like those spells, and that's like the stuff that's the stuff that gets you somewhere quickly, but it all gets taken away. You know. It all gets taken away, and they can use this in order to figure out what are their next steps. Yes. Okay.
So they use the cards and the Ouija board at the same time?
You can use either or. The cards are a Ouija board. So a Ouija board is a card. Yeah. So we basically just use a Ouija board, except for we didn't have the letters and we didn't put it's all these scary movies put stuff so negatively. It's such a negative light, you know? So you can use a Ouija board, and if I were to use it, I haven't used a Ouija board, but if I were to use a Ouija board, nothing negative would come through because I have faith and I work with God. And when I say I work with God, it's because I work with this stuff. So I work to help people. That's what I want to do. That's what my sole purpose is, my life journey is to help people. And so I work with God. When you are selfish and you just want to work for yourself and you just want to get up there like these rappers and like they talk about all that crazy satanic stuff, then you use these cards to reach out to demons, satanic stuff, and they give you insight on what to do next. It's the same thing. You can go either way.
It's interesting. It's crazy. Like, who would ever know?
Yeah,
that never crossed my mind ever.
Do you believe like celebrities do that?
I believe that everybody has the power to do it. I know that everybody has the power to do it. And I believe that, like, I know people personally in my personal, I don't want to say my personal life, but I know people personally who have messed with that stuff, who have been successful, you know, but it doesn't last long. It doesn't last long. The God always prevails. Good always prevails, you know? And yeah, it might take a little bit longer, but, you know, when you work hard at something and you have God on your side, you know, he'll never let you fail. He'll never let you fail. You just need to work at it. And with some people, they don't have the patience. They feel like they don't have the time. They feel like they don't have the patience. They feel like they don't have the resources, you know, and it's really looking them right in the face. But they want to turn to this other side because it's quick.
And do you have can you sense people, like their energy when they're like doing like the cards and stuff? Like,
Definitely I can sense energies, and I can sense when somebody's being deceptive. I can sense when somebody's energy is a little off. That's why I messaged you guys.
What did you sense from both of us?
You guys very down to earth. Your signs are, you're funny. You're funny too. You're funny too, but you're very down to earth. You know, you're very down to earth. You're very grounded. You're very outgoing. You have to have an air sign, and you have to have an air sign in your chart. I have to look up your chart because you have to have an air sign. You can't, but you like go with the flow.
Yeah. Oh my
God. That's all you have.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. You know what's funny?
Like, and I've never met you.
Yeah.
That's what you just said is literally my catchphrase.
Yeah.
Whenever it's like, when somebody will ask me and they're like, hey, what do you want to do? Or like, I'm going to Canada and I'm going to California after. And people keep reaching out to me, asking like for plans and stuff. You know, whatever you guys plan it, I'm just going with the flow.
I'll go. Yeah. You have to have some water in there, some water in your chart. Like, you know, just go with the flow. It's amazing though. Like, and when anybody can tap into, you have to just tap into your intuition. Like we we're talking about earlier, your intuition. That's how you sense everybody's energy. Intuition. You know, gotta be into your intuition, because then you're listening to that little voice in your head that's like, hey, this don't feel right. Or, hey, like this person is really cool. Or like, hey, they seem like they have something on their mind. Maybe you should ask. Like, you know, and you could feel like somebody's like down, you know, when you're really close with somebody and you have a friend and you could feel like their energy is off, you know, and you're like, that's your intuition. You know what I mean? If you're not as close with somebody, you don't feel that. You're just like, okay, well, they're kind of being an asshole. They're like, you know, but if the person who's closer to them is like, no, they're going through some shit. Like they just lost their dad, asshole, you know, like whatever. But me, I can sense it from everybody because I've tapped into that intuition deeply.
And have you done any other readings for other people that you don't know, or like family members, or are they skeptical about it, or have you encountered that?
Everybody is skeptical. Everybody gets a little bit like, everybody is shocked when it actually resonates. Okay. Everybody is shocked when it actually resonates. I have did readings for my family, my close family, and they're beautiful. They're beautiful readings. You know, it's amazing. And it's really because my dad passed away. And my dad had like this energy that was like, when he would walk into the room, if he was in a bad mood, everybody's in a bad mood. Everybody's walking on eggshells. That he was that type of person, you know? But if he was in a good mood, it's like everybody's poppy, everybody's happy. Like he can switch the mood like that. He still has that energy.
So you guys feed off of him then?
You feed off of that energy. Exactly. And after he passed away, I felt like he was more alive when he passed away. I feel like he's more alive that he's gone. You know what I mean? Because his energy is so enlarged. He can enlarge it so much that he has like, you can just feel it. But now his ego is out of the way. He's out with his ego. You know, when you die, it's not death. You're going through a rebirth. We're all energy. You know what nobody really thinks about? It's like, we're taught in school that energy doesn't die, right? We're all taught that. Energy doesn't die, it just transforms. Can't kill energy, just transforms. But then on the flip side, we're taught, oh, when you die, you're in the ground. Like, no, honey. If we're all energy, then what? How are you contradicting yourself here? You know, none of us really die. We go through a rebirth. When we die, our physical body, it dies, and our ego dies with it. So it's ego death, you know? Then you take all of the competition you have and the fear-based thinking that you have, that dies away. And all that there's room for is love and compassion, forgiveness.
Yeah, and I'm like, I met your dad a couple times. You know, I was way younger then. And how you said how he was, like, yeah, that's what I felt that when I met him, you know? Yeah,
and my dad was an alcoholic. So when he was drinking, like that energy, you know, when you're an alcoholic, and I'm a recovering alcoholic. So when somebody is in that energy and it's not a good energy and everybody could feel it, it's like you're walking on eggshells. Who wants to be around that? Like you can feel that, you know, it's like that type, like when you're really happy alcoholic, when it's bipolar, you know, that's when you know that somebody has strong energy. And that's how I was when, you know, my whole life I've had very strong energy. I just learned that the fear and the regret and the, like all that, it means nothing. It means nothing. Love, compassion, forgiveness. That's the energy that I want, you know? And I want people to meet me and be like, oh my gosh, she's so cool. Not, oh, she's a bitch. Like, look at she has a dirty ass look on her face.
So something, like you said, something happened to you for you to like start doing the tarot cards, right? Did you ever see yourself like at all trying to do this?
No.
They just
never.
Something, you know, dramatic, like what happened, that's what got you into this, right?
It wasn't so much that I have to retract and go back. It was Casey on Crazy Company. Those readings resonated with me so much, just constantly resonated. And I was like, how does this woman know my life? Like she just knows me on a personal level, and this is insane. You know, I was even commenting on her stuff. I was like, girl, like, you know me. Like, how are you talking about me? Like, everything resonated. And you know what? Sometimes when it didn't resonate, I went back a few months later and it did resonate, because time is fluid. Time isn't linear. And they just came out with saying that. Finally, the government comes out and says, okay, maybe time is fluid. You know, water, space. It's not linear. It doesn't just go straight.
And like this, did you search it up, or did it just like pop out for you?
That was going to be my question. Like, did you go looking for her channel, or did it like
No.
pop up somewhere?
It popped up. It popped up for me when I was just scrolling YouTube. It was like, I came across this other channel. What was it called? Celestial Beings. And it was talking about spiritual awakenings, because that's what I was going through, a spiritual awakening.
Mm-hmm.
And a spiritual awakening is when it's like when you're going through something and you're like, why am I here? Like, I cannot just be here to live and die.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the hell is going on? I was suicidal. I had like just gone out of a 10-year relationship, and I was 22, 23. I was 23, and I was with this guy for 10 years since I was 13. And my cousin had just passed away, my best friend, Aubriana, in 2020. So 2020, in June, she passed away. And then in September, me and my fiance, it was at the time, broke up. And then after that, I was like, what the fuck is going on in my life? I had to move back in with my mom.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I'm 23 and I'm living with my mom, and this cannot be. Like, I lost my best friend and I lost my fiance. Like, this cannot be. And then I got sober in October of 2021, and then I lost my dad in that following August. So then my spiritual awakening started all over again. And then I started doing cards.
It's a crazy path right there, you know?
Yeah, that was just 2 years of my path. Like, everybody goes through their shit, you know? Everybody goes through their shit, but it was a crazy ride getting here. And I would advise, if anybody wanted to try this, to do it now. Like, to do it while you're not in a spiritual awakening. Do it when you're not in this depressed mindset of what the hell is going on in my life, because it helps you to bring it out slowly, you know, instead of just all at once. You feel like life is like boom, 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 boom.
Mm-hmm. And like you were just saying, like, if you're depressed and you're just sad and all that, and it's not a good idea to start, you know, doing tarot cards, right? Because it feeds off the energy that you provide for the cards. Or does it really matter?
It doesn't matter. I feel like if you are in a depressed state, yes, of course, there's lower energies that are always going to be trying to get to you, you know? But as long as you say a prayer, God, Mother Mary, Holy Spirit, Archangel Michael, please protect this reading. Please protect me from all lower energies. They always abide. You know, they are always there to guard you from all lower energies.
And like you said, you believe in evil and good, right?
Yes.
So do the cards like always come with both? Like you said, you were coming here, but you said something always, something's going to get in the way from coming here. Is it because of the evils trying to like not make you get to your destination, or trying to prevent for you to do something for someone good?
So there's always obstacles, and the evil.
Yeah, obstacles is the perfect word.
Yep, the evil, they provide obstacles. They are not strong enough. My faith is too strong. My faith and my connection with God is too strong for them to interfere with the cards. Mm-hmm. Those are between me and God, and you guys and God, because of the strong connection I have with God.
Yeah.
If I didn't have such a strong connection with God, then yes, they can interfere.
But would they always like be lurking around?
Yes.
Okay. That's crazy. Like
there's something called a spiritual vampire. So it's like when you're going through those days where it's like you stub your toe and then you get really pissed off and you're screaming and you're like, why am I yelling about my stubbed toe? But then you go and you smash your finger and you're like, what the fuck? Like, and you can, those energies that are in the room that you can't see are feeding off of that. So then they can in turn put another obstacle in your way and put another obstacle in your way. Then you walk out and you trip out the door. Then you're like, what the hell is going on? It's those energies. They're feeding off of your anger, off of your angst, off of everything that you feel.
I think that happens to all of us, huh?
Yeah, I think that's where the whole "how can this day get any worse" phrase comes in and stuff like that. Huh?
Yeah, that definitely is. That's why it's definitely a thing. Spiritual warfare is definitely a thing.
Do you lose energy like when you're doing the cards? Do you feed off the person's energy and then like say you're happy and you have strong faith, but the person you're reading the cards to, they're negative, they're depressed. Do you feed off of that and it just lowers your energy down, or?
It definitely takes a toll on my energy. That's where meditation comes in, and that's where clearing your energy comes in using sage. I wear crystals too. So crystals, and then this pendant it's a Catholic pendant, but it was blessed by a Catholic priest. And those just deep breathing. It's so cliche, but breathing really helps. Taking in a deep breath, letting out a deep breath, and setting the intention in your mind. I'm letting all this negative energy go. Because definitely it does attach itself to me. But as long as I meditate and make sure and clear my energy.
And have you ever experienced any paranormal stuff, like with the tarot cards or anything like that? Or
Not with the tarot cards per se, but like, well, I guess it's paranormal is tarot cards. Like paranormal is like paranormal is God and the devil. But with evilness, yeah, I have. And it's definitely a thing. It's definitely a thing. It definitely feeds off of your energy. And it definitely is like moving stuff, throwing stuff across the room. That's real. That stuff is real.
So you've experienced some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, it's like I remember at my house when I'm in the room, because I've gotten such a strong connection with God, and the devil, they don't want that. They don't want you to be happy. They want to feed off your negative energy,
Mm-hmm.
So when I just today, like how I told you today, everything that could go wrong went wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that could go wrong went wrong. When I was just in my bathroom, it's like my mascara fell, and it's like those type of things. And when it was open, those type of things are to get you pissed off, and you have to breathe and just be like, okay, like that's not as intense as a cross being thrown across the room.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I mean? I know that my siblings have went through stuff where stuff has been thrown across the room, and it's scary.
Mm-hmm.
And
like I know your older sister, and she's experienced some of that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's told you or.
Yeah, we haven't really talked about it. We haven't really talked about that, about anything like that. She has experienced some scary stuff in her life, and that's why she kind of is a little bit on the fence about this stuff.
Yeah, because I've actually seen stuff, with your sister, and it freaked me the fuck out. Like, I'm being honest, it was crazy. And I don't even know if you know about it.
I don't know about it.
I don't know if you want to hear it or.
I'm down to hear it.
Okay.
I'm down to hear it.
Okay, 'cause I didn't know how you felt about it.
Yeah, tell us.
So, God, we were in high school. I think I was like a sophomore or junior. So we were at a friend's house, and I don't know if you even know the guy. His name was Ronnie. He was a big guy. He was probably up the street from your house. We lived over here in Northland.
No, I didn't.
So it was a bunch of friends. We were out there, and we actually went to Toys R Us, and they bought a Ouija board.
Shout out Toys R Us.
I know, freaking Toys R Us. And I was like, what the heck? Toys R Us sells this?
Yeah.
And so they got the Ouija board, and they were all downstairs, and I was like, I'm not touching this son of a bitch, I'm not even getting near it. So they started playing it. They had the lights off, and I just sat like maybe 20 feet away from them, and shit started happening. And like your older sister, she like got up, and then her eyes rolled back, and then she just went to the corner, and she was just laughing. And I'm like, what the heck's going on? I'm like, are you okay? Are you okay? And she wouldn't even talk to us. Like, she was there for like, I swear, like an hour and a half, just standing in the corner by herself in the dark.
That's scary. That's scary. And, like I said, spiritual warfare is definitely a thing. And that stuff is definitely, it's not nothing to play with when your energy isn't cleared. You have to be in the right energy. You have to be in the right mindset. You have you have to have faith in God and make sure that you're saying protection prayers.
Yeah.
evil is lurking everywhere and is ready to jump on whoever is ready to open that door.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I don't know if you even knew about that.
I didn't know. I didn't. I mean, I knew that.
You were at that time. I think you were like 7 years old. Or
Yeah, I was probably really young.
Yeah.
She obviously with a big impact because she never talked about it.
Yeah.
You know.
I think after that, I think that's when we actually just separated. Like it was a big group of friends, and then just from there we just went our own way.
Everybody's like, she got pregnant soon after. So, and that changed her life for the better, of course, you know. But yeah, see stuff like that. Like, you know, I know that my brother went through some stuff too, and they're both on the like they know that I do this, and they are supportive of me 100%. But they don't like mess with it.
So yeah, it probably freaked her out as well. But you know, I think your older niece, is it Leia?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so I did have her. So yeah, after that, that's when she got pregnant.
Yeah. She actually, that child is a godsend. That child.
Yeah, she's probably 18 or
no,
20?
she's 14.
14. Oh dang! So I thought she was like Aiden's age for a second, but no.
No, she's a godsend. That child. She is so beautiful. She's so smart. She's the one who I can talk to about this stuff. She's
really?
She talks to me about it. She has faith in God, and so does all my sister's kids. They know that they're children of God, and they're like, my godson, he's singing at the top of his lungs about God, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So, you know, the little parts of the scariness, it can seep in. Yes, you have to protect yourself. Yes, but it doesn't dictate your life. And it can always be changed.
So you mentioned that you're a tarot card reader and an oracle. What's the difference?
The oracle cards are for
That's just
these
like the name of the cards.
yeah, it's just the name of the cards.
Okay.
So it's all mediumship.
And
Which-
actually, since you mentioned that, is that something you're born with, or can you
Like psychic?
just start like becoming psychic?
So everybody is born with psychic abilities, just your own type of psychic abilities. You just have to tap into your intuition.
Yeah, because I feel like I could feel stuff that other people can't feel. Like especially if I go in a house that I don't know, like I could feel like bad energy if it's good energy. Like I could feel it, and if it's bad energy, it's just like I need to get out of this place because
Mhm.
you do feed off of it. I don't know if you. I've asked
I guess
people.
that's
Yeah, and it's definitely everybody has psychic connections, like in your reading it says your psychic connections will become stronger.
Mhm.
So who knows, you might be doing tarot in a year, you know. but but no, so yeah, everybody's born with their own psychic abilities. You want a kiss? Everybody
special cameos.
Everybody has their psychic abilities. You just have to strengthen them. And that comes with meditation. Like how I said, prayer is asking, meditation is listening, receiving guidance. You know, and once you start tapping into your intuition more, then you start tapping into your psychic gifts more. God isn't just going to give you your gifts and be like, okay, here you go, because who knows how you're going to use them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you need to prove to him your faith, your loyalty.
Is that a goal for you, like because you have the mediums like on TV, and I don't know how you feel about that. That can, I guess, like see a clear picture, or can like clearly see somebody over somebody, or and they can like explain it down to the T and stuff. I guess like.
So I have psychic visions. I do already. I started when I was really young, but I was always told that I was crazy about it. So I clouded that intuition. I clouded that with the drinking and the drugs and all that stuff that I was doing, you know. When I stopped drinking, it all came back. And that was the vivid dreams, I could see a clear picture of what's to come. And it kind of plays out on a wall. So looking at this, especially like your type of wall would be really beneficial for me, because everything starts to move and it forms a picture, and I can foretell what's coming in the next year. I'm sure when I grow, as I keep doing this, I'll be able to see more far out. But for right now, I can foresee my future
So do you plan on doing this for the rest of your life?
for the rest of my life.
Okay, that's really cool. Yeah.
I love it. I just want to help people though. Like, so for me, my visions and stuff, they're only for me. Like, this should kind of giving me further insight on how to handle the situations that are coming to me and how to change them if I don't like that of what's coming. You know, you can always change the future. Future can always be changed by actions, thoughts, and the law of vibration. You know, the universal laws are a thing.
Okay.
So, like, law of vibration, as long as you align your actions with your thoughts and your words, you can change whatever outcome that you want.
And you said you want to do this for the rest of your life, and you want to like help people, or do you want to like set a channel for yourself so people can reach out to you, or?
I'm just going for whatever God sends my way. I want to help people. That I want to do like grief readings, like oracle readings. Everybody's losing somebody. You see everybody losing somebody. You see, like, COVID took a lot of people. COVID took a lot of people. You see these mass shootings, you know, and then everybody's like, you can only rely on your faith so much when you're in that negative, depressed mode. But when I want to bring light to people that are like, I lost my loved one and they're gone forever, but they're not. They're right here still, and they want you to connect with them. They're sending you messages. They're trying to help you with your future. We're just, as humans, we're so, what is the word that you used earlier? We're so distracted that we're not paying attention to all of the signs that our loved ones are giving us. And I want to be able to help people connect to that side.
If you're like walking in the store and someone needs help, but they don't know how to like ask for help, can you like sense that from somebody and just go up to them and talk to them about it? Because you feel it, or?
I can feel it. I'm not as confident to do that yet, but I can feel when people need help or when people are feeling a little bit like, when they're sad, and angry and, you know, depressed. Depressed is a really big thing I can feel. And because people always put on a smiley face.
Oh yeah, definitely. Someone like biggest flaws people have right there, they're asking for help and they hide it with a smile. And that's where suicidal comes in, all that shit, you know?
Yeah, it is.
So when you talk about signs, what kind of signs should you or what kind of signs can be out there that somebody can look for?
What I wish that people would have noticed with me is like that person that's always the fun person, that's always the partier, the drinker, like, oh, you know what? She always has having a good time, always has alcohol. Let's go over there and let's chill with her, like, you know. But nobody ever stops to think to ask, like, are you okay? Like, why are you drinking so much? Why are you doing this? You know, why are you distracting yourself so much? Those are signs of your friends needing help and they don't know how to ask for it. Constantly being distracted, constantly making it seem like everything is okay. You know what I mean? But in their eyes, you can tell that they're not, you know? When somebody goes through something and they brush it off, like, ask again. You know, ask again.
And like some of your friends now, do they know that you do this stuff? Do you have any close friends like that?
I don't really have friends.
No? Like, do they ever, like, someone come reach out to you, like, hey, can you read this? I'm sad. I don't know what's going on with my life.
I reach out to them. And this is like, it's new for people. It's new for people. And that's a big reason why I wanted to do this podcast, is because it's new and it's nerve-wracking for people. And people aren't as confident to reach out. But I have had, like, my auntie has reached out and been like, can you do a reading for me? And like, they come out beautifully. And she's like, you just touched on everything, you know? I can feel, and I do reach out to people and I say, hey, would you like a reading? And most of the time I get like a, yeah, maybe, or like a not message me back. So it's a hard thing, you know, it's really, it's hard.
So how do you feel when they tell you, like, no, don't reach out anymore? Like, does that bring you down, or like,
No,
you just All right.
I
Cool.
love them. I forgive you and I love you and I'm here for you when you need me to be. No matter what. No matter what. No matter how you respond to me. I'm here when you need me.
That's good. You hear that, guys?
I'm here.
So if the Matrix calls and they ask you to be their oracle, would you do it?
I'll try.
Imagine Keanu Reeves.
Oh.
Yeah, see?
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
The funny story, because we keep looking over there, and I just wanted to mention Alex's sister is here and his niece. But funny story, because his sister, Crystal, is into that kind of stuff too spiritually.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't know that you were going to be here. But she had to use the restroom, and then she came, and then lo and behold, she's like, what are you guys doing? And we're like, we're going to hang out, tarot card reader, you know.
I'm like, I guess I have a friend now.
Yeah. So it's just one of those, you know, like the universe works in mysterious ways, or, you know, things happen for a reason.
Yeah, who would ever know? You should never come over here.
Never.
Really?
No.
He gets mad at me.
I don't.
What do you got?
Lies.
She said that
Lies.
And
I'm saying you're always welcome. Anytime you want.
until she shows up, and then he's like, what do you want? It's like,
Yeah, because she also said that she feels like energy from people and stuff, and that's why I asked you, because her energy like drops down, she gets weak and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
I don't know if that's why I asked if that happens to you as well.
you know what you can do for that too? Anybody who needs it, like if you do feel that way and you get like your energy gets sucked out of you like that, long showers, water. Our body is what, 8% water?
Did you do that?
Water?
Did you know that?
The cold showers.
The
I
just
was-
long showers.
I do hot showers. To be honest with you, I do, and those help me.
It replenishes your soul. Your body works with water, drinking, staying hydrated, deep breathing in the shower too. You know that the showers really, really help clear your energy.
That's what I was going to say, because it was interesting when you were talking to him. You said that you should eat more purple foods to. Was it your intuition? Do you have any more examples of that kind of stuff? Like anything else that you should eat or do? Like you said, shower.
So with your chakra system, chakra is Eastern medicine from Sanskrit, and you have 7 main chakras. It's your root chakra, and then it goes to your sacral chakra, your solar plexus chakra, your heart chakra, your throat chakra, your crown chakra, your third eye chakra, right? So each chakra corresponds to the color. Root, red chakra, which means eating red foods. Your root is your stability and how you feel stable and secure.
Mm-hmm.
So you eat tomatoes, what else?
Apples, strawberries.
There we go.
raspberries.
Yep, all that helps you. Stability. That helps you with your stability. It helps you feel grounded. Your sacral chakra is your fertility chakra, but it's not fertility as in just babies. Fertility as in like any new beginnings, any new projects, any creativity, like your reading was saying, creativity.
Mhm.
Really incorporate orange foods into your diet. Orange is your sacral chakra. So, you know, oranges, papaya, like anything like that, carrots, stuff like that. That's grounding foods. Your solar plexus is yellow foods. That is your pancreas and all of your digestion. So if you're having digestion problems, yellow foods. And if you're having confidence problems, yellow foods, you know, your willpower, your power to do anything. If you're just really tired all the time, you feel sluggish, you feel like you don't want to get out of bed, you feel like, you know, that stuff, yellow foods, all yellow, you know, bananas, what else? There are lemons, everything like that. And then your heart chakra is green. So all green foods, all leafy greens, all, you know, anything that's green apples, stuff like that. Your throat.
You don't eat none of that stuff.
You need to tap into your heart.
My
And-
throat chakra is strong. My throat chakra. I just need to work on my heart.
Yeah. And then, so if,
Sorry, go ahead.
no, you're fine. Your throat
I'm gonna
chakra.
get you the throat chakra right now, bro.
Yeah, we got it here. The blue foods. You like blue foods? That's your throat chakra. So anything blue. I can't even think of a blue food right now.
Blueberries.
What else?
Blueberry muffins.
That sounds really good.
Another blues.
Blue. Oh, that's interesting.
Blue.
I just know blueberries.
There has to be more. I'm just overlooking it. Raspberry? No. Nope. That's
Raspberry's like kind of purplish.
yeah, that's like a red. That's raspberry is like reddish, isn't it? And blackberries are purple.
Yeah. Yep.
Takis.
Takis.
So, but yeah, so then that's blue. And then your third eye is purple. And then your crown is, well, it's like violet and then purple. Or vice versa. Either or, they both kind of correspond to the same thing, you know?
They're starting blueberries, bud.
I like blueberries.
I love blueberries.
So you just eat them like that?
Oh, no, I won't eat them like that.
See.
Do I need to eat them like that?
Yeah, grounding food.
Put it down.
We'll put
Yeah.
Yeah.
Patron and blueberries in there.
And I'm like, that's what I used to drink.
Really? Blueberries and
Yeah, blueberry isn't anything. Sure, blueberry, but Patron with any type of fruit. I'm not gonna start talking about no alcohol. I'm recovering
that's not
addict.
good. Yeah, you don't have to do that.
But yeah, so those kind of foods, all grounding foods, and not mixing them with a bunch of different crap. Eating them straight from the ground, wash them. Like I love your fruit bowl. I love it. I was gonna
you
mention
just filled it up today.
I was gonna mention it. I was gonna mention it. So that pineapple, that's good for willpower. That's good for confidence. You know, the bananas, the mango, orange. You know, that's good for your that's good for your sacral. So new beginnings. Like sacral. When you're tapping into your sacral, that's tapping into your sacral chakra. Holds all of your childhood trauma, all of your trauma throughout your life.
Holy crap.
That's what your sacral chakra holds. So eating orange foods and incorporating orange foods is clearing that energy out. Stuck energy. Chakras spin like this. So chakra means disc in Sanskrit. Your discs, you want them all going clockwise. When one is blocked or one is blocked, it's stopped, then all of them, can be either go in the opposite way or blocked. And that throws off your whole chakra system. That's something that you do to clear your energy. It's your chakras. Make sure you're getting your chakras cleared out. Make sure they're all spinning the same way.
See, what was the reason you came in?
I laughed because when I came in, I saw it and it was like empty. And I'm like, Alex, fill your fruit bowl. So I'm like, just like, I did it. I was like,
Good. See,
Wait,
that's,
so you
why,
came.
that's why we have sisters.
You came and then left and came back with
Yeah.
fruit?
Well, she brought
I
fruit. Well, she wasn't even planning to come. They went to the flea market to buy fruit and other stuff, and then she called. She's like, "I need to use the restroom." So yeah, okay, come. And she
What a
came.
nice
Yeah,
sister.
and she brought her fruit out and everything. She filled the fruit bowl
I
up.
don't like seeing it empty.
Yeah. So you're very grounded, and that's why we can do this work.
And then she got me Panda.
Damn.
I'm an extra good
And you get mad when she
I
gets
bet
here. And you get mad when she comes to you.
I know.
Wow, see, I'm here to be like, this guy's an asshole to his sisters.
No, I'm just kidding.
Just to let them know, because you can't hear her from over there. She said that she came over and saw that the fruit bowl was empty, and she didn't like that, so she filled his fruit bowl up for him.
You're so sweet. My sister is so sweet like that too.
Go
That's
wash
what
her
older
feet.
sisters are for.
Yeah, for sure.
Go wash her feet.
Jeez.
Is that? Don't you have to wash all our feet? Isn't that what the Bible says? You wash your guest's feet.
Is that what it says?
a minute.
Oh, okay, we got a minute.
Okay.
Well, thank you guys for having me. This was really, really fun. I was really, really nervous, but you guys made me feel so comfortable.
Good. We're glad that you came, and we learned a lot today. And I know all the stuff that you read for me, it hit, because I was like, holy smoke, this is actually what's happening right now, like to me, And then for you,
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. I learned a lot today too. I've heard of chakras before, but I've never heard like the colors and stuff. So that is definitely interesting.
And if anybody wants to get their card, we know someone here.
Yeah. Do you like? Can we find you somewhere or? Where can
Yeah,
people
I
find
have
you?
my TikTok. I'm not sure what the name is. I'm not really on social media that much, but I
We'll
follow.
post it. I'll find it.
Yep.
We'll post it up there, and you guys could follow her. And
Let me know if you need help, any grief readings. That's what I like to do. My grief readings, talking to heaven. This is the Dream Span Pro. I feel like I know him. I feel like we're best friends.
Mhm.
And I've read so many of his books.
yeah, so here you go, guys. Again, thank you for coming. Thank you for joining us. We had a great experience here.
Thank you, Kristi.
Thank you guys. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, internet.
And again, thank you for watching all the time.
And thank you for tuning in. You know what to do.
Like, subscribe. Bye.